Hey everyone, this is Rich with FastReviews, and I am bringing you the Netgear Orbi WiFi 6 router review. This is the latest and greatest Wi-Fi router. It is a DOCSIS 3.1 with a Wi-Fi 6 built in. It covers up to 2,500 square feet, and it supports up to 40 plus devices. Now, this was purchased on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. We're starting a review in 3, 2, 1. So here it is. Now the advantage of using DOCSIS is that you have 10 gigabits per second, which is 10 times faster download, and it supports mesh Wi-Fi 6. Now if you don't know, Wi-Fi 6 is the latest standard that was after AC 1200. So they went from 802.11g, B, N, AC, and then now it's called Wi-Fi 6, which adds a lot of confusion because we have, of course, cell phone, 5G, 4G, LTE, mmWave, things like that. Now here's the reason that I purchased this. I purchased this because I said, well, if the download speed is going to be 10 gigabits per second, then if you're going to connect to a router through a gigabit port, then you're really limiting yourself to 1 gigabit per second. Okay? So in other words, if you have a device that has everything built in, then you should be able to have way faster speeds than a device that's a cable modem that's 10 gigabits per second going to a router through a 1 gigabit Ethernet port. All right, so hope that logic makes sense, because the cool thing is that you get everything out of the box. So you have the router built in, you have the cable modem built in, no worries about that. But of course, to me, the logic is, well, if you're gonna go get Wi-Fi 6 speeds, then you're gonna need to have it built in. The Wi-Fi speeds can go up to 4.2 gigabits per second. All right, so unless you're connecting 4 gigabit Ethernet ports to your Wi-Fi router, then this makes sense. Plus, you save probably $100 or $200 just by getting something that's built in. Now it supports 3 rooms, supporting up to 3,000 square feet. Note on the description it said 2,500 square feet, so a little bit different, but the box actually says 3,000 square feet. Currently, this is on sale for about $360. I did not find this at Best Buy, so you know, looks like the only place you can order it right now is on Amazon. Now you have a couple different flavors as well too. So if you wanted to get a slower speed, you can get the 2000 Wi-Fi AX6000, or you can go with AC 3200. So a little bit cheaper, like $10–20. But here's the thing: if you're going to spend this much money on a Wi-Fi router, why do you want to get inferior speeds? So let's take a look at some of the features here. This is, of course, the Orbi Wi-Fi 6 system, which is known for a looks like a satellite in orbit type of look, as opposed to the mesh little square boxes. And if you're looking for that review, I have it in my channel. It does come with Netgear Armor Protection, which is kind of like a little trial version that supposedly protects you from harmful pings. And then the device capacity supports 8 simultaneous Wi-Fi streams. It's compatible with all major internet providers. You can see here that the box has Xfinity, Spectrum, Cox, and they put the label over the 4th one. It's an all-in-one solution. It also saves about $168 a year in equipment rental fees. And let me tell you the difference between the cable modems that provided with Xfinity and these is that the Xfinity does provide an app, so you can check your account, you can disable certain devices. Netgear does have an app called the Orbi app, and that app also allows you to turn on and off devices or filter devices if you don't want them to connect. The cool thing about that technology is that you can even connect to it even if you're outside the home, so you can manage your router through the app through remote access. It does have a 1.4 gigahertz CPU. It does support Smart Connect for one Wi-Fi name. It has WPA2, which is pretty much the standard for the past 2 decades. It includes guest Wi-Fi access, denial of service protection, firewall, VPN, and more. It does weigh in at 5 pounds, and it came in around September 2020. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this. Now keep in mind that Netgear provides 90 days of support. After that, you are on your own. The downside is that Netgear also charges in case you need an advanced replacement on your device. So you will ship this back at your cost if you get a defective device, and Netgear will then, by snail mail, send you the replacement, unless you pay about $30 for expedited service. Comes with a quick start guide, but of course we don't need that. Comes with a cool little carrying handle thing. All right, that was just crazy, but what else here? It comes with 4 Gigabit Ethernet ports. It is made in Vietnam, and it does have Tri-Band Wi-Fi. So the actual cable modem speeds are 600 plus 1200 plus 2400. It does have MIMO, so you can simultaneously data stream. It comes with a power adapter and Ethernet plug. Let's continue unboxing it. This guy just opens up like this. We've got the accessory, and we've got the router itself. Now, the downside about this router slash modem, oh, I guess they changed it, but the old version of the Orbis used to have this texture material that was kind of rubbery, and it was very, very much prone to dirt. So this is what the router looks like. So here's the cool thing and the bad thing. The cool thing is that all these lights indicate whether you have networking, up and down, power, and of course internet. The downside is that this light is not reliable. Based on real world use, this bottom white light will start blinking if you don't have the connection. I was never a big fan of that because to me, if it's not working, it should be red. It shouldn't be blinking white. You've got your 4 Gigabit Ethernet ports right here. You've got a duplication of the Wi-Fi access point here, and you've got a cable coax jack along with the DC input. Okay, and at least it's a plasticky texture now, and it feels pretty substantial. All right, so you've got a 19 volt 3.16 amp charging adapter brick, so you definitely have a lot of power coming through here. No longer do we use the 12 volts 1 amp. And then we will connect it, and it comes with a Cat 5e or Cat 6, I'm not sure which one yet. Can't tell actually. Cat 5e, little Ethernet RJ45 plug, no coax cable. That's it. And if you haven't already, don't forget the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, where we always unbox the latest technology, including Tesla devices, scooter devices, and anything that has a power switch.
Router interface through the website is way better than the application because the application keeps timing out. You never know where your phone is connected to at any one time. Now here's the thing, first thing you want to do is go to advanced, and then you're going to go to firmware upgrade. And then you're going to let it check for the latest firmware. You want to make sure you're on the latest firmware all the time because there's probably going to be bug fixes and so forth. And then everything else is pretty straightforward. Set your Wi-Fi SSID up, create a orbilogin.com account, and that's pretty much it. Now just for fun, let's go see if 192.168.1.1 works. So, alright, then you want to click on the status so you can see the cable modem status. And this will allow you to see and make sure that the cable modem is locked into a channel. Now you also want to go to the Xfinity app because the Xfinity app is going to tell you if the modem has sync. So those are the 2 things that will save you a ton of time because it literally took me 3 hours to figure all this out.
Hey guys, so this is a review of the Orbi CBR 750. This is the cable modem slash Wi-Fi 6 router with the DOCSIS 3.1. Again, the positives is that the device gets 1 gigabit of downstream speed, which I haven't seen before. The old router I had that was also the Orbi with the Wi-Fi 5, I guess, would only get 500. The downside is that it took me literally 3 hours to set this up. 3 hours. And here's the secret that makes watching this video worth it. Forget the app. Forget the app. Go directly hardwire into the router and then go to 192.168.1.1. You're not going to have, it's going to say download the app, but forget that. Okay, go back to the traditional way because you'll be able to set this up way faster than messing with an app. I tried both the iPhone and the Android, and I was not successful with it. The device is not smart enough to kill those those packet signals. So in the switch itself, if you see a pattern blinking, 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 looks kind of weird to you, make sure you disable it, or simply set the Wi-Fi router up without the networking cable first. All right, so that's it. That's the review. The best thing is the value. The downside is the setup. That's my review, and I will see you in the future.